Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Andy. I usually talk about sex education and welfare videos on this channel, so you should stick around and you'll learn stuff. It will be absolutely brilliant, especially into the new year. Also, welcome to the bunch of subscribers that I've just picked up in the recent couple of days that probably watched a video about a clitoris. Also, thanks to Eva for having a similar video that people have come from. So Eva's great, by the way. She's just passed 11,000 subscribers, just about, almost now, and she has a great channel. You should keep with her. But don't worry, I don't usually talk about myself on this channel. That's not true. But this week it isn't about sex education, it's about me. I am reflecting on my 2019 goals. I put out a video last year about my 2019 goals. There were 5 of them, and I'm going to go through them now, and I'm going to see how I've done. So the first goal was to buy a flat, and as you can probably tell from that video behind me that's still there, that was in my old bedroom over in West London. And not knowing which direction I've just pointed in, you probably don't know where I am now. That's fine. I'm in another part of London. But as a big tick for 2019, I have indeed bought a flat. And we're in it now, and it's lovely, and it's, well, not everything I want it to be, because I'd like to have another £200,000 and maybe have a 3-bedroom flat rather than 1-bedroom flat. But apart from that, it's fine. If you've been watching last week, you'll notice that there's some additional stuff which has arrived. I've now got a desk and some monitors. The computer's the same computer as I always had. And this chair. Do you like the chair? Do you like the chair? So that's what I've been doing for the past couple of months. Just basically, when I've got money, kitting out some additional stuff for the flat. My mum for Christmas bought me a cabinet for my television to stand on, but generally it's been really good, and I love the place. I love the fact that I've got my own place and I'm not having to worry about housemates overhearing. Not that I care if they overheard me, but I don't think they would, considering the stuff that I talk about on this channel. I don't think that they necessarily want to overhear that coming from my bedroom. And I don't think they could half the time, and that isn't really the problem. But it means I don't have to wait until they've all gone out, basically, to do the more sensitive stuff, because I can do it any time I like, including at 3 o'clock in the morning. I've never done that, by the way. But these walls are very thick, and you can hardly hear anything through them unless somebody's playing some very low frequency music. So, big tick for buying a flat. So the second thing I said last year is that I wanted to exercise more. So I always have walked a lot while I've been living in London, because I've had to walk to the tube and then from the tube to where I work during the week. So every weekday I will walk somewhere between half an hour to 45 minutes easily, right? However, where I've moved to, that's not quite so true, because the train station is not very far away at all, although there is still the walk from the tube to where I work. The walking isn't as much. It isn't even as much to change trains to change to the tube from where I have to change to go to work. So less walking by accident, which means I have to do more exercise. And this is the whole point of me putting this down as a goal last year, right? Which means I have to do more exercise voluntarily and off my own back. Now, during the summer, I did quite a lot. I took a good walk around the canals. I spent an entire day walking around north and central London. And when you have those days, it's great because, you know, you can walk easily 10 kilometers and you'd hardly notice it because you're just taking a stroll, and of course you stop for drinks, you stop for whatever, you know. You're not doing a 10-kilometer hike, you're just spending the whole day walking around. But because of buying the flat and therefore not really having a lot of time at the weekends, the actual amount of exercise I've done over this year is probably less than last year. So this has got to be a big cross. The good news is that there is likely to be a gym opening, because this is a development that I have moved into. There is more to come. That one of the outlets which they're building is going to have a gym in. Now, I haven't been to a gym for about 3 years, partly because it wasn't easy to get to from where I was, but mostly because I didn't see the benefit to me. There's no point joining a gym if you're never going to go. So at the time, I went often enough just to make it worthwhile, but I was wavering towards the end anyway, so I didn't renew the membership. Now, during the winter, gym's a really good place to go, because I don't play any winter team sports, so I don't play like hockey and football, right? But this summer, now I've got a base, obviously, I'm not trying to move to somewhere else in London, I intend to join a cricket club, because I always have played cricket, and I think next year that is going to be my 2020 goal, which wasn't supposed to be this video. But basically what I'm saying is 2019, it didn't work. Okay, thing number 3 was to go to more things. This was about putting myself out there and going to more things, taking more opportunities. And in general, I think I've done that, but have I done more than I did in 2018? No, I don't think I have. So for me, I need to do more of that. You know, I made myself available to help. So for example, and this is the example I actually gave in the video at the beginning of the year, if you watched that, I had a thing at VidCon London in February where I hosted a small creators networking session. That's the words. I had a little activity to start off with where I got people in their tables, there was 3 tables, to pick somebody from the group and have somebody else from that table introduce them to the other 2 tables, right? Just a nice little thing to break the ice and get to know each other. That was half the session, and the other half of the session was some just normal networking that you might, you know, at a party kind of thing, except no drinks and nibbles, but you know, you can't have everything, can you? So yeah, I've done some stuff, but I need to do more. I'm going to give this one an okay. It was all right. Item number 4 on the list was item number 4 on the list was being more confident. And as I said at the beginning of the year, you know, I do a sex education YouTube channel. How can I not be confident? As I'm sitting here now, I would be able to say anything, not least because I can edit it out if I really don't want it in on the internet later on. But that's not necessarily the case when I'm out. But I think over the last year, I have got more confident in what I'm saying. And it's partly because I've actually backing this up with more and more knowledge and evidence. I've always been somebody who has evidence for what I'm saying, but the more evidence and the more knowledge you have on a subject, you can draw on that. There are like nuances that you can go off into, especially when somebody actually comes up with a nuanced question. You can give them the right answers, the nuanced answer that they are looking for, rather than the one where you would always find it on the NHS website or always be able to find it from a general television program. Someone's looking for more nuanced answers, and I'm actually able to give it to them. Or indeed, more to the point, signpost people to the right services and the right people where necessary. I'm much more likely as well in a social situation to go and talk to people, to be in that group, rather than sit in the corner on my own. Sorry about that, fix that. I forgot it would switch itself off after a while. So I'm much more likely to be confident and actually talk to people, and that's great. And it's all about practice in many respects, right? It's just the case that I've always been this way, where although I'm an extrovert because I get the energy from other people being around, I'm somebody who won't go and initiate conversations, whereas I have been over the last year. So it's a good thing. So I'm going to give that a solid tick. And the final thing on the list was to track my happiness. So at the end of last year, I found this app called Daily Colour something or other like that. Colour by days, days by colour, year in colour. I'm going to go with that. That app was really good, but I found an even better app which I've been using since the first few days of the year. It's called Dailyo, and it does more or less the same kind of thing as the colour one does. So for example, here's December so far. So hopefully you can see there, you can probably tell which day I'm recording this. It's the last one without a circle around it, because of course I haven't got to the end of this day yet. But not only can you give it a rating basically of what your day was like, you can, if you want to, say what you've been doing that day. So you could go to work or shopping or relaxing, going with friends, going to a party, having a good meal, filming a video, editing videos, that kind of thing, yeah? So you can see if you've had a particularly good day or a particularly bad day, you can see what you were doing that day, and also you could type your own little message in. So if you've been particularly ill, you can, you might want to choose the ill activity as it is, but you can say that, you know, you had, I don't know, tonsillitis or something like that. But also, of course, on a top level, you can see what you've done. It's the activity count for December so far. And as you can see, there's been quite a few relaxing days, bit of work, and all the rest of it. So it's been really good. And actually my year's gone really well. There's only been a few days that I haven't been at least okay. And those days I've been ill, which, you know, that's fair enough, don't you think? I've had a really good year from that perspective. So check it out. It's called Dailyo. It's free. Don't have to pay for the premium features at all, unless you want to. It's a really good app, so check it out. So that's been my 2019, and I think it's been generally successful. A few things which I need to work on for 2020, which may be the video that you see coming out on New Year's Day. Let's wait for that, shall we? I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. You can do that just down below. I make videos more or less every single week, usually on sex education topics. Certainly from the 8th of January, that was going to be the case. So don't forget to subscribe and click the little bell so you get notified of when I next upload. And I will therefore see you next time. Bye-bye.